We're live. All right, you guys, this is Gambler, and Gambler is a beautiful, now let me tell you, this is a beautiful mare, and she is one hand broke. What we know about her is she is 8 to 9 years old, and she is just one hand broke. We were told that when she was 2 or 3 years old, she was started on the flag. They didn't say that she'll cut a cow loose reined or anything like that. They said that when she was 2, 3, she was with a cutting horse trainer, and she had been started on the flag. She had had some experience with a cutting trainer, about 6 months of professional training, but this has been at 2 or 3 years old. After that, they bought her from that cutting horse trainer, brought her home. Their son was going to make a hill horse out of her. He tracked the hot hills on her quite a bit. He had her lightly started, and then he lost interest in horses, and this mare has been out in somebody's pasture for years. Yeah, come here and look. She had a halter on. I took the halter off. And it had grown. I mean, she was out in these people's pasture with a halter on for years. Not like, a year. We're talking, this is the first ride. They ran her through the sale barn with a note that said, broke at 2 or 3, had 6 months of professional cutting training. The mare was working the flag when they purchased her. One hand, spin around, fancy broke. Their son rode her for about 1 year, trail rode her. He had started her heeling on the hillside. You know, he was in high school. He thought that he wanted to be, tame roper. And then he just lost interest, and this mare has been in the pasture, and she is like 8 coming 9. She's been in the pasture since she was 4 or 5 years old. Years. We're talking years, not a year. She's been out there 4 years and not had a person ride her once. And she saddled right up. Daryl will tell you she's never bucked. She's never reared up. She doesn't have any stupid. She has nothing stupid in her. She just needs somebody to take her and start her back. She's got a cute little trot. And you can just tell that she's insecure because this is the first time she's been ridden in a long time. She's super sound. Yep, Jacob said they told Jacob that she had always been sound the whole time they have had her. And she has basically come back with a refresher with no problems. I mean, she's without a refresher, no problems. She just needs somebody to take her home and put a little bit of time on her, but she will stop, back up. She's one hand broke, and she's a big mare. Yeah, she really wants to be fancy one hand broke, so.
She really wants to move off your leg, too.
But did you guys notice that she has a spade? She has a spade on her forehead. Yeah. She's just. You can tell that whoever did train her originally did a good job. Yep, they did a good job. I mean, she had 6 months of professional training when she was 2 to 3 years old. And then they purchased her. Their son rode her. He was a youth kid, and he wanted to heel. And he roped off of her, had her track in the hot hills. And then now what you guys are seeing is just the product of a horse that the kid lost interest in. She's been in the pasture. But that doesn't devalue her. She's a really good mare. In fact, it's a testament to her intelligence. They did say that she is dual ray on top and Jose Uno bred on bottom. So she's dual ray and kind of old school cutting bred. And she's built like that. And she's a Red Dunn. So she's got all your stripes and primitive markings. Her hocks and knees both really are striped up. You can see she's got a dorsal stripe. She's going to slick off this spring and be a big, beautiful mare. Daryl, we just turn her around right there. And again, she didn't forget being one hand broke. I mean, she is one hand broke.
She has all the trail in the world.
She does. And she is a mare that if you're looking to go trail ride, I think you could make a fantastic trail horse out of her. If you're somebody that team sorts, even a barrel racer, you could get this little mare legged up and have her going around the barrels. In 30 or 45 days, she could be ready to start hauling somewhere. If you team rope or barrel race, she's just sound. She's super athletic, 8 years old, and very, very, very intelligent. Like, this little mare is a genius to me because I can appreciate something that's not been ridden in years, and you step up on it, and it just tries to do everything perfect. So, good mare, great foundation. Her name is Gambler, and she is 8 years old. She is stunning.